are approaching a native village. Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Who do you think you are? By what right do you enter the home of our queen?
I'm the emissary of the Congregation of Merchants. I've come to meet your leader.
Come now, Arwand. You are not a watchdog. Where is my mother?
Siora, I didn't see you. You have come too late. Your mother has gone to wage a war. They left for Didekid Nadageis only a few hours ago.
Oh no. We need to catch up with them and avoid the shedding of blood. Please, haste.
Very well then. Let's be off.
In order to go towards the Nadages, we must follow the path leading toward the heights into the forest.
Ato Onomanawi, do you want to trade?
Wait. We should go left here. It's a more difficult path, but it's much shorter.
Look at the tracks. They chose to take the path on the right, it would seem.
Before a battle, it makes sense that they wanted to avoid a path with more danger.
If it is dangerous, let's not risk braving it when time is against us.
We risk meeting a great many beasts. But if we follow the warriors, we risk catching up with them too late to sway them. Thanks for listening to me. I fear my mother may have already thrown herself into the battle.
Move about to get dicey. Things are about to get dicey.
You're all ready. No, no, the battle rages on. My sister is surrounded. We have to help her, come. I'll make you regret confronting us.
Move away. Things are about to get
You are too late, Siora. Mother has fallen, and we are defeated. No, no, no. This is not fair.
I am so sorry.
Who is this man? He resembles one of us, but is dressed like a Renaigze.
I am the ambassador of the Congregation of Merchants. I'm sorry for your loss.
The congregation? And what side are you on in this war? Those that massacre our people? Esselt, calm down. You know that Mother sent me to seek out allies. You show up when the fight was nearly over. Was this part of your plan? You know that these monsters are taking our own. They must make honorable amends.
We did our best to come as fast as we could. And I fought by your side. Please, please take the time to at least hear me out. There has already been enough death, and you are wounded. This is not the time for vengeance.
You may be right. Waiting for my vengeance will make it taste all the sweeter. I feel weak. Might I ask you to watch over our own Siora? I must return to the village. Go on ahead. We will tend to the wounded. Won't we now?
Yes. We will do everything we can.
And find my mother. Or her body, if she is indeed dead.
Look at this massacre. How?
Find her banner. It bears the symbol of our clan.
Oh, these ruins are very strange. By what name did you call this place again?
Dadida Keaton Nadages. There was once a battle in the past. A great victory for our clans.
Strange indeed. These walls are completely foreign to the styles of your own dwellings. Does this name that you gave the ruins mean anything in particular?
Yes. It means ruins of the first guardian.
I would like to dig around a little on the site. we might be able to unearth clues as to who actually built them.
You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you. Over there, I think that man is still breathing. Let's make sure. You can walk now. Return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors. Over there, I think that man is still breathing. Let's make sure. You can walk now. Return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors. You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you. Another warrior who survived. I do not think that we will find any more of them now. We healed them all, thanks to you. May the grass always be soft beneath your feet.
I beg of you, help me.
And still you dare to breathe. How can you hope that I am here to save you?
No,
What have you done with my mother?
pity, I beg of you. I don't want to die.
Then answer!
Siora. Stop. Look at yourself. You're acting like a beast.
The beast has far more majesty than these monsters who have traded their souls.
They have taken her. The Queen. They took her.
Then she must still be alive. They would not have bothered to carry away a corpse.
She would have chosen death before capture. They must have wanted her alive. We must find her.
If your mother is in the hands of Rich, they'd have taken her to the closest camp.
Promise me that we will do everything we can to bring her back. Look, there are some images on these walls.
Let's get closer.
This is the first time I've seen these drawings so closely.
You've never come here. You certainly seem to know the place.
This site is sacred and taboo. Everyone knows where it is, but no one ever comes here. All these colors are so beautiful. I never would have imagined that they could create something so delicate.
Who are you talking about?
Of those who built these lodgings. That my ancestors vanquished in a past war.
You know who they were?
I only know the legend. The legend of Didakid and the Daiges.
I'm listening.
It is said our people lived peacefully until the men appeared from the sea, intent on making our lands their own. They dug great caverns into the earth, ripped down our forests, destroying everything in their wake. They were evil. The warriors killed so many people that even their own people came to fear them. Here they built a terrible city that spewed out clouds of cinder and death. Our kings and queens were desperate. They went to the heart of our island, and the island heard them. From the woods appeared the first guardian. He was taller than a city, and with each step it smashed a lodging. It was a guardian of Rat, and the city could not resist him. Since then, the earth answers our call for magic. And in exchange, we become all Manawi, in keeping with the pacts our kings and queens once made.
It is a very sad and terrible legend. I wonder who these people from the sea could have been. People from the continent, no doubt. Our Malachor might well be the cursed result of that war from another age. We have nothing more nor anyone else to find here. I must report all we've learned to Constantin.
Happy to see you, my dear.
You really don't look well. Have you not yet seen a doctor?
No, it's nothing. You know that I've always had a weak stomach. My nausea will leave me eventually. You wanted to tell me something?
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and the battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I'm certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them, about a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Nords?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands, and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she could tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
How are relations with our allies?
Oh, they bow and scrape, and they regularly assure me of their unwavering friendship, so that they can better try to convince me to embrace their point of view, and only theirs. Teleme wants to convert me, and the Alliance assures me that only they will allow us to benefit from progress. They're a bunch of old foxes, but they take me for a young, brainless rabbit. The only thing they really want is to increase their influence on this island, with our help.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantin.
Look out for yourself.
Good day, Lady Morange. Do you remember me?
Of course. Sur de Sade, isn't it? I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it here. But I have little reason to believe you have paid me a visit to exchange civilities. Can I be of service?
What can you tell me about New Serene?
It's a new city whose construction began not long ago. When I arrived 5 years ago, there was just a port, a fence, and some huts here. The businesses, the barracks of the guard, the palace, and all of the houses sort of sprung up from the ground. To see how impressive it is today, even if it is still far from its majestic mother, is incredible. Of course, with such expanse, all kinds of bandits, drunkards, and other lowlife have arrived. But I'm very proud of it, in spite of everything. I hope that your cousin continues this work.
What do you know about this island?
Much less than I would like. The land is still wild and extremely rich. Its soils are full of minerals, some of which are unknown to us. With regard to the flora and fauna, you've probably seen how different the creatures and plants are here. The islanders protect their land fiercely, and we cannot begrudge them that. When you see what we have done with our own, well, such a source of richness attracts greed.
You seem interested in the islanders.
As a matter of fact, I find their culture fascinating, but I can't say I know much about them. They are quite secretive and protect their cult and traditions from the curiosity of strangers. I know that their sages, they call them Donegada, are the guardians of their rituals as well as of the island. They have very strong links with nature and the creatures that inhabit it. They're also good healers. I could talk about them for hours, but you will learn more from the islanders themselves.
What can you tell me about the relations we have with other nations?
We play a difficult role, caught between these two enemy nations who are nonetheless our allies. The smallest action could tip the balance and draw us into their conflict. If I may offer some advice, be very careful. We do not want a war to break out here.
What do you know about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives call Didakidnadagais.
That is not how we pronounce it, but yes, we are speaking of the same place.
Your language is difficult to master, but I find it fascinating. To answer your question, I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went there. I noted the architecture and their decorations. It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance with continental constructions, but they are more ancient. Too old to have been recently built by the Bridge Alliance settlers when they first set foot on the island. I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a people of the sea. My first thoughts went to the Nauts, but they're not known for building large towns, less so cities. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. Perhaps they hide the key to this mystery. I hoped to organize an expedition, but the region is dangerous and hard of access. We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able to find an access to the plateau. If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much as me, it is in that direction that you should begin to look for answers. Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Greenblood, there's something I would like to talk to you about.
I'm listening.
I recruited a young man for the Guard a few months ago. Talented. Very talented. And honorable. I've been tracking his progress, and I learned that he's been sent to the barracks in New Serene. I would like you to meet him so that you can give me your opinion.
My opinion? On what?
Ever since our departure from Serene, I've spent nearly every second at your side. But I have clear standing orders to assure the protection of Constantin. And I don't know his guards. Not well, in any case.
I see. You've been thinking this recruit might be a suitable personal guard?
Precisely. And your opinion has weight. So then, would you like to accompany me to meet him?
But of course. Let's go.
Raina must be with the other recruits in the barracks.
I had thought you a lone wolf with only our good friend in your pack. But I was mistaken.
I am full of surprises, pretty she-wolf.
Come closer, good people. Liquor and wine.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion? Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you. Good day, soldiers.
Your Excellency,
Captain,
Soldiers,
may we be of service?
Rank and assignment, soldiers.
Recruit, first class, Blue Silver Regiment, 8th Company, Your Excellency.
the Blue Silver Regiment is made up of men attributed to serve the Congregation of Merchants. I'm one of them, and the 8th Company was sent to Tier for D, with 2 other companies.
Anything else, Excellency?
What is your charge?
Maintain order in the city, Excellency. Anything else, Excellency?
I'm looking for the soldier, Rayner. Is he in the barracks?
I never heard that name before, Captain.
Never heard the name, Captain.
That's strange. I'm certain he was sent here.
Maybe he's been moved since then. When was the last time you'd heard news of him?
In Serene, just before our departure. But that's been a couple of months.
If I may, Captain, should I have a word with the quartermaster?
That's right, Captain. He has a register with the affectations of every recruit in the Blue Silver Regiment. Anything else, Excellency?
That will be all.
At ease, soldiers.
Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain Kurt.
Manfred! Still a quartermaster?
Always, as you can see. What can I do for you?
I've been looking for one of my recruits. Goes by the name of Rayner. I would like for His Excellency to meet him.
Rayner? I'm sorry, Kurt. I thought you'd been informed.
Informed about what?
He is dead. He was found, drowned in the port harbour day before yesterday. I was told he had too much to drink and fell in. I'm extremely sorry, Kurt. The young men drink more than they can handle when they're on leave.
That's bollocks. That lad isn't the sort to sully himself with drink. I don't believe it.
People change. When they're far from home, the lads have little else to do.
I still don't believe it.
Listen, you might as well go and ask the doctor down in the morgue. I might have misunderstood what was reported to me. Those doctors use such long words for simple things.
Excellent idea. At least now you'll see it for yourself.
You're right. Let's go.
Is there anything else?
I met an islander in the streets who was complaining to me about the guard's behavior.
Really?
It would seem that patrols have confiscated the goods he was hoping to sell several times.
Oh, I see. Indeed, I've been told about this man. The problem, Your Excellency, is that our orders are strict. Merchants who do not have a patent ratified by the minister cannot sell their goods in the street. And since your islander doesn't have one, I doubt he even knows what it is, my men have no choice but to confiscate his knickknacks.
I see. Thanks for clarifying that. I'll talk to the minister.
Is there anything else?
We've come to find you regarding the merchandise that Kurt was taking care of.
Ah, the commander's cargo, yes. I was told that had come in. And so he's got you working on this. Lucky Kurt. It helps to have friends in high places.
Is everything in order?
Alas, no. Our merchandise has been unloaded into one of those dock storehouses. They're well guarded. A little less at night, but in spite of that, we weren't able to get them back.
Since these crates are registered in the ship's manifest, make an official request.
The modification of the manifest might have fooled a quartermaster, but it won't fool the Port Authority. We'd have too many details to explain to them, and our commander would not like that.
What? Is he waiting for us to bring them to him, then?
No, of course not. But Kurt needs to find the right storehouse, as well as a discreet way to get in. And he must also mark the crates that belong to us.
Why is that? They're already marked with an inscription.
Most of the men are illiterate. A colored mark will stick out for them to find, but they need to be quick about it. They won't have the time to decipher a name.
I see. Well, let's see what we're able to do.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
How are we to know in which warehouse we'll find this damn cargo?
I'm afraid we're going to have to take a look at all of them.
Well now, a visit. Can I help you with something?
We are here concerning the matter of recruit Rayner.
Are you family or friends?
You could say that. I'm the one who recruited the lad.
I see. Well, what I can do is tell you what I can.
When was the body brought to you?
Day before yesterday, in the early morning.
Can you tell me anything about the circumstances?
All I know is what I was told by the fellows who brought the body to me. They said they'd spent the evening together at the tavern, that they'd had a great deal to drink. A horrid habit the soldiers all seemed to share.
Rayner was not a drinker.
Maybe not. All the same, he was drinking that night. He stepped outside for a moment and never came back in. His companions found him drowned in the bay early morn, and they brought him to me.
How then did he die, in your opinion?
He drowned. I'm sorry. It's regrettable. He was quite a young man.
Yeah, and his death makes no sense. He didn't drink, and he knew how to swim.
All the same, that's what happened. I greatly regret it.
Might we take a look at the body?
No, I wouldn't recommend that. To see your friend in such a state.
I'm a soldier, Doc. I've seen a number of men in pieces. Let me see the young lad.
I regret, Captain. I cannot allow that.
I have as of yet to present myself. I'm Sir Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants on Tier-Fredi. And as the title infers, I have the power to inspect this barracks and all that it contains. Therefore, I must insist.
I am sorry, Your Excellency, but within these walls, I am the only master. These bodies are often vectors of infection and extremely contagious. So, for your own security, I find myself obliged to refuse.
To be quite frank, we're leaving you no choice. I doubt that you'll be able to stop my friend from doing what he wants, and today he's driven by sadness. And when he's of sad sorts, the slightest frustration can turn that melancholy into a rage. And alas for you, he's quite violent when he's in a rage.
You wouldn't dare! I've been appointed by the Elder of the University of...
Quite violent.
Very well. Do as you see necessary. Beasts. It's the body in the middle. Examine him if you must. But please be so kind as to not leave a mess after you.
This one is just a boy. His face is still locked in an expression of pain. Kurt, is this your recruit?
Yes, that's my Rainer. Poor kid. I should have left him with his family where he was.
If you want to learn more, we'll need to examine the body. Is that all right?
He's not the first young man I've seen with the lights gone from his eyes. Go on.
I'm no doctor, but this boy doesn't seem to have drowned at all. It looks like he's been beaten. It's suspicious.
The boy I knew would never have drunk himself senseless to the point he'd fall into the bay, I'm telling you.
I believe you, Kurt. But if we want to prove it, we'll need to find more evidence. Excuse me, Doctor, but you owe us a few explanations. This boy did not die by drowning.
It is absolutely the cause of death, I assure you. The science of death is a complex art, and you are certainly not a doctor.
That is true, but you are. Do you recognize your own notes? Your writing is hard to read, but the word drowning never appears.
What an idiot. I should have burned those notes. I am truly sorry. I swear I have never, ever falsified a report before. But I was given no choice in the matter.
How's that? What are you talking about?
Two men, lieutenants, I believe, brought a body to me telling me the boy had drowned in an accident. I saw immediately this was a lie, but I did not push the matter. I began my examination, planning to submit my report to the quartermaster as per usual. But the men returned. I was told to forget what I'd discovered and say that he had indeed drowned, or else.
Who were they?
I have no idea. I had never seen them before at the barracks. I guessed their rank by their uniforms.
What colours were they sporting?
None. They must have removed the emblems of their regiment. Listen, it's obvious that this boy was beaten repetitively, and that was the cause of death. I have no intention of suffering the same fate.
Have no fear, Doctor. We will make no mention of your name.
Andivars Tire. That means, may the earth welcome him. I am sorry for you, Kurt.
Thank you, Siora.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
We have a situation, Manfred. Rainer didn't drown. The doctor falsified his report. He was threatened and feared for his own life.
You have to be pulling me leg. Who bullied the crowface?
Lieutenants that he didn't recognize, alas, and who wore no regiment emblems.
Which regiment was Rainer assigned to? I would like to have a word with his commanding officer.
Let me have a look at the register. My memory isn't what it once was. Stab my heart with a rusty blade. His name's been crossed out. Oh, if I catch the bastard that did that.
What mess was the boy into, Manfred? What could this be about?
Your lad was in the 6th or maybe the 11th, before being reassigned to who knows where.
Just like that? You out of everyone have to know where the recruits are assigned.
Not of late. This isn't the first lad who's been reassigned all of a sudden at the drop of a hat. Each time I start complaining about it, I'm told they've changed regiments, and it's not my concern.
Something truly bizarre is going on here. I don't like this at all.
Let's try and discover which company he was stationed at before this mysterious reassignment.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
I need to get to the bottom of this mystery, Greenblood. I don't like being taken for a fool. Even if the lieutenants weren't stationed at these barracks, someone here must know where Rainer was assigned.
We should also go and check the tavern. Men on leave will perhaps have looser lips than those within the walls. Good day, soldier.
Good day, my lord.
Desarde, legate of the congregation on Tirfredi.
Captain Kurt.
Oh, excuse me, Excellency. I didn't know. Captain, I truly am sorry. At your service, my lord. Excellency.
Since you know who we are, present yourself, soldier.
Yes, sir. Recruit 2nd Class Alric, Blue Silver Regiment, 11th Company. At your service. Anything else?
You don't quite look like you've got the hang of all this. How long have you been in?
Is it that obvious?
It's quite normal for a new recruit.
I joined up 4 months ago. But at the beginning, we were on board ship, you see. I don't know if that really counts. I started exercises when we got to New Serene. But I'm making progress, they say.
And do you like it here?
I sure do. That's why I joined the Guard. To come here, to leave the continent. Know what I mean?
I do.
Anything else?
Do you know a recruit going by the name of Rainer?
Rainer? It's just... Excellency, please.
The boy is terrified now that he knows who we are. So long as he's in that state, he'll say nothing of worth. You should bring him a bottle to calm his nerves.
That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. What can I pour for you?
Give me a bottle of your best drink.
There you go. But be careful, she's got a strong bite. What can I pour for you?
I'm looking for information concerning a young recruit going by the name of Rainer.
Sorry, there's nothing but soldiers here. With a few sailors. Well, one recruit or another. It's half a dozen of one, 6 of the other to me. You should just try talking to them yourself. You got yourself quite a selection. At your service, my lord. Excellency.
Here. You seem tired and a little on edge. A drink would do you some good.
It's just that
I don't know if I'm allowed.
You're on leave, or you wouldn't be at the tavern. And why not?
Yes, but this is His Excellency's own bottle. I don't know if I can.
Drink, I tell you.
Now then, why don't you tell us what you know about Rayner?
Well, I didn't serve with him. Well, not really. We just crossed paths. He was leaving the 11th when I joined. Everyone said he was good, strong, and, followed orders. And then, poof. Lieutenant got this order, and he wasn't happy. And I mean really quite unhappy. And then Rayner, he was gone. We never saw him again. We asked where he'd been sent, but the lieutenant didn't want to tell us. Said that it was none of our business. But you, he won't be able to say no to you. You should go and offer him a drink too.
Where can we find your lieutenant?
At the barracks.
Thank you. And watch yourself when leaving. Wouldn't want you to fall into the bay. That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Hello, my darlings. It's rare to see the upper crust in here. It must be my lucky day. Do you and yours want to have a good time? I could call a few friends.
I'm sorry, but I'm not here for that.
Really? What would you like, then?
I'll let you get on.
What a shame. Come back soon.
Hello, officer.
Excellency, can I do something for you?
Could you tell me which company you serve?
The 11th, Excellency. Anything else?
What's your assignment?
The 11th is assigned to road and outpost security for the congregation on the island. As for me, I'm responsible for the training of recruits and the patrol duty roster. Anything else?
We are concerned about the death of a young recruit named Rayner.
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that Rayner belonged to your company. And as the acting lieutenant instructor, you certainly had him under your command. So just stop with the lies. We've lost enough time here.
You know what they say? Guard business is well guarded.
And concerns only the guard. Now, unless you've lost your eyesight, you've a captain in front of you.
I know. But this story is dangerous, Captain.
If you have so much as an ounce of respect for the boy, speak to us. Don't you believe he deserves justice?
Yes, of course. But you have no idea what's been going on here. If word got round that I've been talking, come back after sundown, when there's fewer folk.
Very well. We'll be back.
Anything else?
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell.
That man was shaking and looking over his shoulder, as if he thought a predator had caught his scent. Whatever could terrify your warriors to jitter so?
I don't know yet, but I will find out, Siora.
Hello, officer.
Excellency, can I do something for you?
Are you sure that you can't help us? Something terrible has befallen the poor boy.
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that Rayner belonged to your company. And as the acting lieutenant instructor, you certainly had him under your command. So just stop with the lies. We've lost enough time here.
You know what they say? Guard business is well guarded.
And concerns only the guard. Now, unless you've lost your eyesight, you've a captain in front of you.
I know. But this story is dangerous, Captain.
If you have so much as an ounce of respect for the boy, speak to us. Don't you believe he deserves justice?
Yes. Of course. Raynor was indeed a member of my company. And an excellent recruit. But you already know that.
Continue.
One morning, I got a note telling me he'd been transferred from my company. He'd received... I was so furious that it wasn't easy. No one wanted... But one thing's for certain. I learned that a good many recruits... And finally...
What sort of nonsense are you talking about?
A sort of... secret, elite company that were following a special training program.
Where can we find them?
I've no idea. I had to put my investigation to rest. Things were getting dangerous. I began to sense I was being watched. This regiment protects its secrets at all costs with few scruples. If you want to know more, the training officer of the 6th might know something. It's been said that he took part in one of their missions, alongside them.
Are you certain you've nothing more to tell me about this infamous secret regiment?
I've told you everything I know, at the risk of ending up like Raynor, Excellency. Go and see the officer of the 6th if you want to learn more. And leave me alone now. Anything else?
Are you certain you've nothing more to tell me about this infamous secret regiment?
I've told you everything I know, at the risk of ending up like Raynor, Excellency. Go and see the officer of the 6th if you want to learn more. And leave me alone now.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell. Good day, Lieutenant.
Excellency, what's your pleasure?
What company do you serve?
The 6th, Excellency. Anything else?
To where are you assigned?
The 6th Company is in charge of exploration and expansion of the colony of the Congregation of Merchants on the island. We operate mainly in the wilderness areas, in direct contact with the natives. But don't worry, we respect to the letter Congregation directives and standing orders. We avoid all confrontation with them as much as possible. Anything else?
Tell me about the Phantom Regiment.
About what? I have no idea what you're talking about, Your Excellency.
Come now, Lieutenant. You do realize that the activities of this regiment are particularly suspicious. Secrets, threats, fabrications, and maybe even an assassination. This resembles more the pursuits of a criminal organization than the Honorable Coin Guard. Am I to conclude that you are involved?
No. No. I assure you that isn't the case.
So then tell me what you know about the regiment.
I've seen the regiment. Even fought beside them on an operation. On that occasion, our marching orders were kept secret until the last minute. We were asked to remove our regiment emblems, and our pay wasn't even recorded. And of course, we were ordered to speak to no one about it under any circumstances. I hope you realize the risk I'm taking, talking to you about all this.
Have no fear. We understand. What was this operation?
An attack. A lightning strike on a caravan from the Bridge Alliance.
Marvelous. A company that behaves like back-alley bandits.
I know. It really shakes up the honor code. The regiment is made up of young recruits, carefully chosen. Only the best make it through. The training is extremely arduous. And my guess is that Raynor isn't the only one who's died from it. I know that they set up camp just outside the city, where the men live and train. but I'd be at a loss to tell you precisely where it's found. Sorry, Captain.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
This story is making me sick. Poor Rainer. If I'd have known, I'd never have recruited him.
I'm sorry, Kurt.
This isn't your doing. But these filthy phantoms, or whatever they are gonna have to settle the debt. Believe me.
You do realize that your own commander is certainly involved in this on some level. Outright clandestine operations could not have taken place without his approval.
That he's aware of the existence of the regiment, there is no doubt. That he approves of what they're doing. It wouldn't be the first head that didn't know what his hands were up to.
What do you wish to do now?
I'm gonna find the location of this camp. I have a few friends that can certainly help us. And when I know where to smoke out these bastards, I'll go and have a few fiery words. If you were of a mind to accompany me, 2 of us would not be too many to make sure they settle their debts.
Let me know when you discover where they are to be found.
You can count on me.
Hello. We've not yet been introduced. Desarde, legate of the congregation.
I've heard of you. Captain Ulrich. I manage this barracks. What can I do for you, Your Excellency?
What does your role involve?
Each barracks must be headed by a senior officer. It's a matter of dividing the men between the different squadrons, assigning the missions, and so on. It is unfortunately a monotonous and laborious job that is entrusted to officers who are considered too old for the field.
I'll leave you to your work, Captain.